In this video, I'll explain the basics of Dynamesh. Dynamesh is a powerful feature that helps you remesh your model at a consistent density based on the resolution value you set. You can find the Dynamesh settings in the Tool panel under Geometry. For example, if you stretch the shape drastically using a brush like this, you'll notice that the mesh gets uneven and starts to look distorted. Now let's turn on Dynamesh with the resolution set to 32. You'll see that the mesh, which was previously distorted, is now refreshed and evenly redistributed. The higher the resolution value, the denser the mesh becomes, which also increases the polygon count and file size. That's why it's generally better to keep the resolution low during the early stages of sculpting, when you're still blocking out the basic shapes. Once Dynamesh is enabled, you can remesh the model at any time by controlled dragging on the canvas. It's a good habit to reapply Dynamesh when the mesh starts stretching and losing its structure. One of the most useful features of Dynamesh is that it allows you to merge multiple mesh objects into one. For example, let's say you have two overlapping spheres separated into different subtools. By selecting the upper sphere and clicking Merge Down in the Merge section, you can combine them into one subtool. However, there are still separate meshes within that subtool. To fuse them together, update the Dynamesh again. Now the two spheres become a single unified mesh. If the resolution is too low, you may lose shape detail, but increasing the resolution will help preserve the forms while merging. Alternatively, you can enable Project before remeshing. This helps preserve the shape even after applying Dynamesh, making it a great option when you don't want to lose surface detail. Now, as you work, you might notice that even with the same resolution value, the mesh density can appear different. This is because of the object's size. Think of the canvas as being covered in a grid. If your object is small, it takes up fewer grid squares, so the mesh appears lower in density. But if the object is large, it takes up more of the grid and the mesh will appear more dense, even at the same resolution value. So remember, the larger your object, the denser the mesh will become with the same resolution setting. Finally, when you look at the three default spheres available in the light box, the only difference between them is their Dynamesh resolution. If you hover over the thumbnails, you'll see numbers like Sphere 64. That number shows the Dynamesh resolution applied to it. For example, opening Sphere 64 loads a model with Dynamesh set to a resolution of 64 by default. Use Dynamesh wisely to create clean and easy to sculpt models as you work.